Hiya, it's me, obviously. But I don't know if you've noticed, I'm not alone today.
Hi, I'm Gabs.
You might recognise Gab from a little video called Teaching My Girlfriend a first Led Zeppelin song.
Mm-hmm. Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You.
Which I didn't.
No, which I didn't.
I was teaching it to you, so it's from my
No, the song's about me.
Yeah,
You.
potentially not being left by me. Which, fortunately for you, you weren't. Because now you're here on the couch.
All right, get on with it.
I am trying. So she's been learning guitar for about two years now.
2 years this summer, yeah.
You are enjoying it, aren't you?
I love it so much, but I just need some more consistent guidance because.
All right.
Yeah, well, this is about me. This video, isn't it? Not about you. So I've been learning songs mostly on my own and chord sequences.
Not mostly on your own.
Mostly on my own.
I'm technically a free in-house guitar teacher who hears the tinkling of strings downstairs, runs down and gives them my advice for free. I'm not going to charge you, obviously, love. The thing is, with formerly working full-time, now freelance, which is good for everybody in this house, we thought we'd try and bring more structure and consistency to lessons and put one in the calendar every week, at least, film it, turn it into a series. So if you like the idea of that, make sure you let us know in the comments and thumb up the video. Yeah, you've been learning lots of songs.
That's it. I just noticed that when you've sat down with me, even if it's for 2 minutes, my playing progression is just accelerated tenfold. So I know that if we get something more consistent in the diary, it's just gonna I'm just gonna get better even quicker, which is what I want.
Speaking of teaching, when I'm not making YouTube videos or being in a band or cooking or cleaning, I do a lot around the house. I teach guitar lessons one-to-one through a webcam, through the power of the internet. And that brings us to today's video sponsor from OBSBOT. Meet Tiny 2, the world's first AI-powered PTZ webcam. Now, I'm a massive fan of Star Wars, and this is literally like having your own mini BD-1 droid on your desk or your shoulder. It's called Tiny 2 from a company called OBSBOT, and I've just started using it for my private guitar lessons. The incredible AI tracks with an auto zoom, so it can zoom into my hands on different parts of the fretboard. The focus is fast, and because the ISO can automatically detect whether it's day or night, it works great in light or dark rooms. The 4K video is super sharp, and along with the adjustable mount that it comes with, I can shoot portrait, landscape, downward, even upside down, and it would flip it for me to get whatever framing I need. Tiny 2 can actually track me to different parts of the room. So if I'm grabbing another guitar from the rack or a book, it keeps me in shot, and it just keeps the experience personal and way more pro. I can even set different positions with simple voice commands. Position 1, position 2, position 3. You can also tell Tiny to zoom in closer or zoom out further. There's even a body part tracking feature which allows me to crop to my hands when I'm playing the guitar so students can see the chords or the strumming patterns up close. And as you move up and down the fretboard, it actually tracks the hand. If you want Tiny to track you with motion, you simply say, track me. And when you're done and you want it to go back to normal framing, you can just say, unlock me. And when Tiny's shift is finished, you can literally say, sleep Tiny, and Tiny will fold down for the night. If I don't want to disrupt the flow of the lesson with voice commands, but I need to change Tiny's position or framing, I can gesture with my hands. As well as the OBSBOT Tiny 2, you get an adjustable mount, which mounts pretty much anywhere you need it to. And it's magnetic, so it's super simple to use. Just rest Tiny on top of the mount, and it grips perfectly. You get a USB-C 3.0 cable and USB-C to USB-A 3.0 adapter as well. The USB port has been upgraded to USB 3.0, which means it's got 10 times faster transmission speeds and broader bandwidths, transmitting 1080p video without any compression or re-encoding. Basically, it's really good. There's a remote control too, so instead of using voice control or gestures, you can do everything with the click of a button. You even get a little storage case, so you can take Tiny 2 with you on all of your little adventures. Tiny 2 has dual omnidirectional microphone with noise reduction, so it sounds great too. Thanks to OBSBOT for sponsoring today's video. And if you're interested in finding out more about Tiny 2, then you can head to the link in the description. And if you use code SPED5, you'll actually get a 5% discount at checkout. This is very nice. Where'd you get that?
Just delivered one day, anonymously.
Wonder who delivered that? How come it's nicer than mine? What did you say to me the other day?
I want to learn blues music.
When you think of blues music, what do you think of?
Like improv, jamming with people in a jazz cafe.
So blues in a jazz cafe?
Yeah.
Not a blues cafe?
A jazz and blues cafe, or blues and jazz cafe.
Terrible cafe to go to if you want to do blues. Just go to a jazz cafe.
I don't know, rock music's my favourite genre of music, and blues is the grandfather of rock and roll, isn't it, in a way?
Gab's been on Wikipedia.
This is GCSE music coming back to me.
I could show you a few songs right now that are like blues songs, but I think for like a lesson and developing your understanding of the instrument as well, and being more familiar, mapping out the fretboard, if I show you what a 12-bar blues is, and then you can wrap your head around it and understand it, you'll be able to transpose to many different keys and then use some of the scales you've been practicing to then actually improvise. And that means if you were in a blues cafe or whatever, a jazz cafe, you could see what someone else is playing and go, oh, that's in that key, I could play over the top. Or they could do the same with you.
Yeah.
Teach you to be
versatile right?
musician, as opposed to just like, oh, I know this song, which is I think it's a blues song.
Sure.
I'm not a blues musician, but if you just drop me off in El Blues Cafe, I get away with it. Yeah?
Yeah.
What scales do you know?
Oh my God. I was actually learning the pentatonic scale, this one.
Yeah, you've learned the pentatonic scale. Do you know what key that's in?
G. I'm taking a wild guess. I have no idea.
Play me a G chord. Where's your root note?
There.
What note's that then?
So that's a G, yeah.
It's a G. So you rooted your pentatonic scale to the 5th fret. For that reason, you already know the answer.
Yeah, it's not a G.
It's not a G. What is it? Working it out from the G.
Oh, B.
Don't forget your sharps.
Oh.
G.
G.
Sharp.
G sharp. A.
Yeah, good. So that's A pentatonic minor.
Okay.
So again, like these things, we've not missed them or anything. It's just that, like I said, we haven't been sitting down and me going through the important things with you. But you can play, and you're very musical. We know that now. I think that's way more valuable than being able to go, hey, this is blah straight away, but I can't play guitar. I can't play any songs. I just can do these exercises and scales.
It's like having the academia, but not the practical skill. Yeah.
All the words of the dictionary, but you don't know how to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just made that up. Hope it makes sense.
Good. It does make sense. Good man.
That's going to be my little fill.
To transition between moments. You teach me stuff like that as well?
No, all in due time, my love. So, do you know a major scale?
Yeah.
Play me the major scale you know. Good. That's E to E.
Yeah.
Do it again. So what we're going to do now is we're going to figure out 3 root notes from chords within the key of E that are going to be the chords we use to construct our 12-bar blues.
Okay.
So that's going to be the first chord, which will be E.
E, yeah.
4th chord. So just count up to the 4th note. I play. When you, some people sometimes when I'm like, count to the 4th note, they go, and then they get it wrong. Best thing to do, just play 1, 2, 3, 4, because like,
yeah,
because that's wrong.
Felt like I was cheating. Okay.
See what I
1,
mean?
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you were like, then you
I
were
was
still,
panicking.
No, but you were still, we've got all the time in the world, but you were like, yeah, 4, I've got it. I'm like, no, you missed it.
Okay.
You can't argue with like just playing things in order and giving yourself time.
Yeah.
All right, then count to 5. Well, you should be able to do that now.
Well, that's it, isn't
So what are those
4,
3 notes?
it? Okay. E.
And what was the
A.
4th note? Good. And the 5th note?
Is that B?
It is B, yeah.
Okay.
You've learnt B7, you've learnt B minor. These chords, you know, you said before, I hate this chord. It's difficult. You think about it, it's B minor. Here's your root note. These are the things I want you thinking of more. You're not just playing a song with that shape in. This is B minor. Because that way you take it with you to every other song where you might need it. So we've got E, which is your root note.
Yeah.
A, which is your 4th above the E. And then B, which is a 5th above the E.
Yeah.
Okay. For the sake of blues, what we're going to do, and just kind of no questions asked for the moment, we're just going to play 7th chords rooted to those 3 notes.
Okay.
Because blues uses a lot of 7 chords. Can you play me E7 from memory?
I think I'm just going to play an E here.
That is E7 though.
Is E7?
That's
okay,
the right one.
cool.
Yeah. Like, don't doubt yourself. Like, you're good. Okay. What was the other 7th chord then we'll need?
A7.
Good. You know that one? Good. That's A minor 7.
Okay.
So you've done the right thing by having the G in there, the open G. But rather than it being more related to a minor chord, we want it more related to a major chord.
Okay.
So it's an A chord with an open G rather than an A minor
So like
with an
that.
open G. Yeah, you could leave that on, it wouldn't matter, but yeah.
I think it'll help me remember the shape.
But you don't need it on, so I'd maybe take it off because you might get into the habit of it always being there from other chords, if you know what I mean.
Okay. So.
Yeah. B7.
God.
Now, if you draw a blank, I'm going to give you again a song where you know it.
Is it nostalgia?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's in the middle bit, middle break. Yep. But where's B?
A, B is there.
That's your A string.
Yeah.
And it was the 2nd fret.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, no, don't change the chord.
Oh.
Change your hand position.
There.
That's it.
Oh, yes, because I have the capo on.
Capo on, yeah, again.
Okay.
Again, we might learn, this is the weird thing with a capo, you might spend a lot of time as a beginner, capo 4, learning some songs, and you have this B7 shape on. That's not B7, technically speaking. This isn't B7, technically speaking. Neither is this. Like, that is.
That is,
You play with a capo for a lot. It's mad that B7, where it actually exists, is the one that might feel a bit alien.
Okay.
Because you play with a capo on a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But what's happened with the capo, you've taken the B7 chord and you're moving it all over the fretboard. So you definitely want to be comfortable with it in the home position.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
There is a specific order that we're going to put those chords in over 12 bars. That's going to give you like a standard 12 bar that you could jam with other people. You could play it, someone could improvise. You could walk into, like you said, Jazz Blues Cafe and they're doing a 12 bar in E. Chances are it's exactly
E7.
what... Well, no, chances are it'll be those 3 chords in a very similar order.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to do a 4/4 rhythm. You can pick whatever you want, and you're going to do 4 bars of the first chord, E7. What's a comfortable rhythm for you right now? Yeah, cool. We could even maybe, because it's blues, you could even probably go a little bit like slower with it.
Okay.
Three. Move to A7. Back to your first chord. So that's 8 bars. 5 chord.
The B7.
Yeah.
Ah.
4 chord.
I'm changing chords now.
To your 4 chord, yeah, which was
Oh, A7.
well remembered. 1 chord. 5 chord. Okay, that's 12 bars. And I did it
Oh.
in 3 sets of 4. I know you probably weren't looking at this, but it was
No.
that was like 3 rows of 4. That's the way I always see it. So it was E7 for 4 bars.
Yeah.
A7 for 2.
Yeah.
Back to E7 for 2.
Yeah.
B7, A7, E7, B7.
All those final chords.
All one
all
bar.
One bar. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I mean, you can change it at any point, but usually within the last 4 bars is where you usually see people change it slightly.
Okay. Cool. So after the B7, what chord am I going to again?
A7.
A7.
It's easy to remember. The first time you play that B7, it comes straight. So it's the 5 chord, straight back to the 4 chord.
Okay.
And you see it like descending by a tone. So.
Okay. Yeah, and that resolves, yeah. Oh.
You can go back to that B7. Again,
I like that.
That's an area that people might just stay on the 1 chord. Maybe you don't have to, you see, I didn't take it back up to the 5 chord then.
Yeah.
So let's play it together, really.
Okay.
That wasn't really a sentence that came out of my mouth then.
But I understood it.
I said, let's play it together, Relly. That's your new name.
Ready. Rally.
Right, come on, Relly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four chord. Back to the 1 chord. 5 chord. 4 chord. This is why. That's why I said I didn't want you to.
I know.
5 chord. Now the reason I said don't put that in, you're going to depend on it. You're going to start planting it and then add in the 3rd.
Okay.
I want you to just go to an A7. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
I think it's really great that people have like reminders. It's like when I want to put a D7 on, I go, well, it's like D, but then in the mirror. So what people start doing is going, you're introducing another movement.
Yeah.
It's like, if you know it's a D7, work on remembering it, because you don't want to be going like this. You
Yeah.
want to just go straight to your D7.
Sure.
Show me the pattern that you've mapped out of those intervals where they exist. So E, A, and B.
What do you mean, show
The root
you?
notes. So just play the E, the A, and the B, just the root notes.
Just the root notes?
Yep. So
Okay.
open E.
E.
Yeah. And then open A. And then B. Great. So E, A, and B, right? Great. What about if I asked you to move that up 1 fret as a pattern or a shape? So everything that you've just played is moved up 1 fret.
It's going to
Just
go
1
up. Just
fret.
1.
So
Okay. There?
great. So that's, what's the root note now?
F.
Amazing. And then upper string, you've got B flat. So because you think of the 2nd fret's B, behind it you've got that B flat. And then on the 3rd fret, you know that.
That one?
Yeah, what chord? Big famous chord
C.
you play all the time. Yeah. Maybe use your 3rd finger there rather than your pinky.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you've done there now, you've transposed the idea of a 12-bar blues from open E to F.
Mm-hmm.
So if I said slide it up to the 3rd fret now.
Oh my God. Okay. Right.
Don't panic, it's just frets. It's no more, it's not the deep end.
Maybe it's the 3rd fret.
Great, so what's that pattern now? You've got the interval sort of blueprint. Yeah, go on. Maybe use your 3rd finger than pinky.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a better spacing. Yeah, try that
definitely.
again. Great. What are those notes? What's the first one?
G.
Yeah.
Then that's.
Use your index finger again. Just hop it over.
Oh, hop it over. Okay.
Yeah, you know that. It's not changed.
C.
Yeah. What note's that? What's 2 semitones above C? If you went C, then the sharp.
C sharp.
Then
D.
D.
Okay.
So So do you see what you're doing? You're now
Yeah.
taking a concept and moving it around the fretboard. You're also teaching yourself the notes at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I like animals, but you're killing a lot of birds with one stone, right? So you now know how to do a 12 bar in F or E, F, and G.
Okay.
And surprise, surprise, if you carry on moving that up the fretboard and you figured out the notes, any key using that method. You've also got a clip-on tuner there, which if you were freaking out for a moment, you could double check your answer. Not first, write your spelling, see if it was right. Because that way you can be like, yeah, it is F sharp or whatever. So show me again, G, C and D. Do you know G7, D7, sorry, G7, C7 and D7? Do you know those 7 chords?
No, I don't think. I know maybe C7. I know D7.
But I know that you know G, C and D, right?
Yeah.
So what about just trying a 12 bar now using just the major chords, like the form? So just using G, C and D, yeah.
Just the notes?
No, just the major chords that you
just
do
the
know.
chords, okay.
Yeah, so give it the same structure that you gave it before. So this is your 1 chord.
Yeah.
What was your 4 chord?
C.
Great.
Oh.
And what was your 5 chord?
D.
Just D. Yeah, just do D for now. Cool. Play through. I'll play it with you. This is like a 12 bar, but we're just using major chords.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. No excuse now.
Yeah, no.
Because you're comfortable with that one.
Yeah.
Right. All we have to do is learn the 7 chords now,
Okay.
and you'd have the same harmonic context as you had in E, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So G7 is kind of like a massive C, so let's just do that. So if you, imagine you've got a C on.
Yeah.
Again, this is just to help you figure out the chord. We're not going to go to it first, but move those 2 fingers down. String the bottom. Yeah, because then you've got the root note and the major third from a G, like you would normally have, right?
Yeah.
Just with 2 different fingers. And then we're going to put the index finger up a string on the high E.
Chord in the Oasis song.
Yeah, we might do it in Half the World Away or something like that.
Yeah. Why will you say? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. But
Yeah.
again, that's a great example of learning a song and kind of being done with the chord title after we've got it in the fingers, when really if you had memorized it, you've got it in the bag. Someone says to me, play G7, I'm like, okay, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Many different ways to play the same chord. I'm not showing off, I'm just saying. So you're going to need that chord at Christmas. C7, dead easy. One of the easiest 7 chords that I don't think many people learn. So you put a C on, no, you're good, C on, and then just add your pinky to the G string. That's literally it.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Sounds Beatlesy, right?
Yeah, it does.
D7, I think I said like Half the World Away, I think that taught you that as well. Yeah. D, a vanity, a vain D, looking in a mirror, D. D7.
Yeah.
Now, as long as you can kind of remember that G7 really, and the C7, you should be able to have a go at a 12 bar in G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move your index over. So just move your index over because you remember it's a C.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Back to G7. D7. You want that on? Yeah.
And then down.
Good. And if you want to stay on the one chord as your blueprint, that's fine.
Just for now.
It's fine because I move it up, let's say periodically, if I want that kind of like
Yeah.
that conclusion.
Yeah, I do like
to
it.
that paragraph, I go up to the 5 chord at the end.
Yeah.
5 chord, when you go up to it, 5 chord pulls back to the first chord really well.
Yeah, okay.
So when you hear it, it wants to go home.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then to the G.
It resolves.
So what's the best way for me to practice these new things that you've taught me today? Like when I'm just on my own practicing solo?
The first thing I would say is understand it in the first position we did it.
Okay.
Obviously, these lessons are everyone's watching them as well as just you. So I'm trying to make sure there's like information for all. But for you, remember the E scale that we did at the start and why we counted up those intervals to give us the 1, the 4 and the 5 chord in the key of. Practice that 12 bar pattern that I gave you using those 7 chords, the E7, the A7, the B7. Remember the notes and the names.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put this all on a sheet for you as well.
Yeah,
PDF.
yeah.
When you're comfortable with that, you can move it into different keys.
Okay. So that's the next step after
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with the first thing you taught me. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have taught you a major scale as well. That is like a universal shape that moves up the fretboard. Do you remember doing this?
Yeah.
Well, that allows you, because there's no open strings in that,
Right.
that allows you to go up and down the fretboard and figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 octave.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can think about 1, 4 and 5 in any key.
Okay, sounds good.
But if you then want to practice your different bar chord shapes that you know, different 7 chords, moving them around, thinking about the root notes.
Yeah, I'll need paper
You're
for that.
practicing chords,
Mm-hmm.
you're learning your notes, rhythms, song structure in your head. And you're also pairing like chord in the key of, using Roman numerals, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord, remembering what they are in different keys. So there's like a lot going on. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
If you liked this video and you think this series is going to be a grand slam, then consider liking the video, leaving a juicy comment below, and hit subscribe and the bell next to it. Sorry, love, I've taken all of the things to say there.
It's
You
fine.
have to start
I'm
chipping
too
in.
tired. I've been working very hard.
Well,
So you just take the floor.
having said that, if you would like to support the channel further, you can do on Patreon. You can choose your tier, get the tabs for lessons like this and many other things, and the money will go to help me buying pillows so that Gab can have a nice comfy little sleep, because she's very tired now. She's quit a job doing fuck all around the house. But yeah, today was fun and you did really well. Very proud of you.
Thank you. Cool.
Thanks for watching, guys. Gab's going to play us out with a 12 bar in E.
Wrong note
12
immediately.
bar in E. You better
12
get this
bar
right
in
now.
E.
12 bar chord progression in E. Ready?
Oh my god.
12 bar chord progression in E. Ready? 1,
Yeah.
2. What's your first chord?
E.
E what?
7.
Get it on then. Don't just look at me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's the 5th again?
B7.